Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. NFL Week 10, college football, Week 11, Thursday Night Football, November 9th. We'll get into the slate. I will tell you this, we're going to lean Louisiana Lafayette tonight over Southern Miss. We probably will make a play on this, so at the end of the episode, you will see in the comment section a link to the Google Sheet, so make sure you do take a look at that. But Virginia, Louisville, we're going to pass. I think that number ends right around where it's at, 3-touchdown win, 20, somewhere right around there, 20-20-20-point win. So we're going to stay away from that, not a lot of value there. Or maybe possibly look at the total of 49.5. So just make sure you check out the Google Sheets on that one. For any plays that we might have or update after we air this episode. But we are going to take a look at the NFL game, obviously, tonight, Week 10, for the NFL. They probably couldn't have picked, to see who's going to get the number one pick for the Bears, whether it's the Panthers or the Bears. I mean, that's really what we're looking at. Line 3.5, 3, 4, depending on where you're looking at. 38.5 total, somewhere right around that mark as well. I don't think we're going to see a ton of scoring. I think this is another primetime under game. This game has smelled all week like 20-17, but I think the Panthers are going to win on this particular night here. Tyson Bagent, backup quarterback, playing once again for the Bears as Justin Fields can't go. He's been okay, he didn't come out and say, "Oh my God, this is their future franchise quarterback," but he's held the ship together for what they have for what they have there. So. That part's been all right, I guess. So, but other than that, I don't know if there's much else you can say about what he's done so far. He is one of our favorite plays, though, for rushing tonight, for rushing yards as a quarterback. It was 19.5. I think it's down to 18.5 in some spots now. But I think, honestly, he's going to rip a run that's 20 yards or more to cover that number. So, but we will get into what we like so far. So we'll take the Panthers plus a half first quarter, plus 2.5 first half, plus 3.5 for the game. We also like Adam Thielen over 73.5 receiving yards. I know that number's down. It's just easy money if it's under 73.5. I think he's going for 80 plus tonight. So if you want to bet an alternate line, it's 75 or something. I'm with you there as well. So we're also going to take the under in tonight's game. Under 7.5 total first quarter, under 19.5 total first half. And the line had moved from 39.5, where we got it on Monday, down to 38.5. So, just to give you a heads up, that's kind of way the points direction. Also, like I mentioned, we like Tyson Bagent over 19.5 rush yards. Adam Thielen, which we mentioned, over receiving yards. We also like over 6.5 receptions. We think last week was the blip, and the previous 5 weeks were the ones that were more indicative of what Thielen can do. Bryce Young over 215.5 passing yards. Montez Sweat to record 1 sack. It's over 0.75 sacks. And then also Tyson Bagent to throw an interception. I just think it's going to be multiple turnovers. Probably both sides of the ball. And that's still not going to lead to many points, as the teams just can't execute. So if you've been watching a lot of NFL this year, it has nothing to do with teams winning. It's more of teams can't execute when they need to in order to win. That's been the normal case, pretty much dominated of the season. The Ravens look like they could be the best team in football as long as they don't turn the ball over, which they did a ton in their 2 losses. They've done it in a couple wins. If they hold on to the ball and play clean football, I don't know if anybody can beat them, including my beloved Chiefs. But the Panthers, unfortunately, I think Bryce Young was a good pick, and I honestly think him and C.J. Stroud are going to be pretty equal, right? But the difference is there's a little bit more weaponry around C.J. Stroud than there is for the Panthers. Panthers, unfortunately, doesn't have. If you don't have anybody that's getting open besides Thielen, it can make it for a long day, right? So you get some offensive line help and get him some weapons on the offseason, whether through the draft, free agency, trades, whatever it may be, and I think he'll look a ton better. Bryce Young, excellent quarterback. The only knock on Bryce Young has ever been his height, right? Nobody's ever, maybe is he injury prone? Well, he's a little light weight-wise than we would normally like back there to last a long time, but I think he's the real deal. if you can surround him with some weapons. Not everybody is Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, who you can basically put nobody around them and they can make them better. That's not how most of this game works. Unfortunately, though, I think a lot of teams have, well, we're not going to be good year one, so why am I going to go out and pay all this money now for these guys? It's because they need to learn with having a weapon. I mean, look what happened to Josh Allen when he got Diggs. Look what happened to Jalen Hurts when he got A.J. Brown. I mean, when you look around the league, right, what Kirk Cousins turned into. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. He turned into an above-average quarterback when J.J. showed up. Look what Joe Burrow does with Jamar Chase. They got to have weapons. Justin Herbert with Keenan Allen. The list goes on and on. So Adam Thielen, who the Vikings loved for years and didn't want anymore because they thought he was on a downhill. I'm not saying he's not on a downhill, but when he's the only dude open, he's going to have extremely impressive numbers. So we'll go through these plays one more time for you on this Panthers-Bears game. Panthers plus a half first quarter. Panthers plus 2.5 first half. Panthers plus 3.5 for the game. Panthers-Bears under 7.5 total first quarter, under 19.5 total first half, and under 39.5 total for the game. And if you'd rather have 39.5 than the 38.5 that are out there, just get the alternate total, get the extra point. That's what I would do. I think the number it's tight, but I think it's at 37. It's kind of where I foresee the number. Or it could be 31, 17, 14, 20, 17. I see both these ways. Also, Adam Thielen over 73.5 receiving yards and over 6.5 receptions for Thielen. Bagent over 19.5 rush yards. Bryce Young over 215.5 pass yards. Montez Sweat over 0.75 sack, which means it's 1 sack plus. And Tyson Bagent to throw an interception. So at the end of this episode, you will see a link to the Google Sheet in the comment section. That'll have, in those sheets, you'll see all of the bets we have for tonight, what juice we got those at, how many units they are, and then also what book that they're at. Okay, so make sure you check that out. When you get into the Google Sheets, there are 4 currently. Sheet 1 is football last year. Football last year. Sheet 2 is baseball this year that just ended. Sheet 3 is football this year, college and pro, which will have all the bets that we have for tonight, and then what we've done so far this season. And then sheet 4 is going to be basketball. And if you like betting basketball at all, we've been extremely hot on basketball too, so make sure you check that out when you get some time. And as always, if you could subscribe and get notifications to the YouTube channel, so when we drop our bets, you get those first. Makes it really simple. When you subscribe and get notifications turned on, you just get dinged to your phone to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped some more bets for you. So I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.